everyone. Guess what? You're dehydrated. Yeah, you. You might not realize it because maybe you don't feel thirsty, but counterintuitively, when the body is chronically dehydrated over the long term, it actually loses the sensation of being thirsty because the same brain pathways are used in the body's hunger signals. So we often mistake thirst for hunger. And because the proteins that are necessary for us to recognize thirst, they also require water in order to function. So the nearly 100% of the population that's chronically dehydrated doesn't even realize it. Now the body is a complex system of disguised thirst signals, but a lot of the signs of severe long-term dehydration are mistaken for symptoms of disease. Because water is the primary substance in every routine that takes place in the human body. So the role of water should be the first thing that healthcare providers consider when a body that is 70% water falls ill, right? Before assuming that a condition has been caused by illness, water metabolism should be narrowed out first. It's Occam's razor, right? The simplest solution is usually true. And the truth is that long-term chronic dehydration causes disease. But instead of hydrating these aquatic bodies, Western medicine treats thirst with medication. Now, when we're dehydrated, it causes stress in the body, and that stress establishes a dominant physiology for the crisis management of water. In other words, the body starts rationing its water reserves. It'll use the limited water that it has just for its immediate needs, prioritizing the brain and immediate survival functions. And then it also releases water management regulators like histamines and prostaglandins, which both cause inflammation, and inflammation is at the root of all disease. And as water is rationed away from less essential areas, those areas stop functioning as well. So for example, when there's less water inside the microstreams within your nerve endings, then those nerves can't carry signals from the brain. And when the blood is dehydrated, it becomes more viscous, it becomes thicker, right? So then proteins and enzymes are less effective. And when the body doesn't have enough water to detoxify, then harmful substances can accumulate in the lymph and in the tissues. And because hydration is the only way of making sure that not only enough water, but also everything that water transports, hormones, chemical messengers, vitamins, minerals, everything, to make sure that those reach the vital organs. So if you're not getting good intracellular hydration, then you're not absorbing your nutrients either. I don't care how gluten-free, farm-raised, organic, or expensive your food is. If you're not well hydrated, your body won't be able to utilize those nutrients. So here's a bold truth. The water you drink is more important than the food that you eat. Because yes, we are 2/3 or 70% water by volume, but molecularly we're 99% water molecules. So whether it's in the form of amniotic fluid, cerebral spinal fluid, saliva, lymph, synovial fluid, semen, breast milk, sweat, tears, urine, blood, whatever, water is your body. You carry the blood of Mother Earth. You are a drop of the ocean. We evolved from creatures that lived in the water, right? Now we've adapted to carry the Earth's oceans with us as our own bloodstream, but this life on dry land has led us to forget that we are primarily still aquatic life forms. In fact, human fetuses still have gill slit structures as they develop in the internal oceans of the womb. So when it comes to the primary necessity and ubiquitous presence and constant interplay of water for life on Earth, we tend to live pretty disconnected from awareness about water. It's been said that fish probably have no awareness of the presence of the water around them, but we as humans have done little better. So the simplest and most effective way to benefit from the infinite medicine of water is to shift your personal relationship to it. Drink more water. Vortex it, pray over, sing to it, thank it, or don't if you're not into that kind of thing, but above all, just be sure to drink more of it. Just ask any indigenous wisdom keeper, and they will tell you that water is our natural medicine. But it's not about how much water you drink, it's about how much you absorb. So we become dehydrated for two reasons. One, drinking poor quality water, and two, losing the ability to absorb and retain that water. So to learn how to get deeply hydrated, check out my latest blog post on waterislife.love about how to biohack intracellular hydration and prevent aging and disease, and how to make sure that you absorb every drop of the water that you drink. And I hope you've gotten some value out of this, and if you learned something new, then please share it. And if you want to stay in the loop about water, then you can visit my site, subscribe to my newsletter, or follow me on Instagram, where I post a lot of water stuff. It's at Jen Isabel Friend, or you can come to any of my water workshops in person, like the upcoming water immersion retreat in Guatemala in January. It's going to be a lot of fun, or in Thailand in May. And as always, I want to keep bringing you valuable content, so please let me know what you would like to learn about water, and I'll make a post just for you. So have a beautiful day, everyone, and stay super hydrated.